Alright, I'll do this a deep winter garden video. There's a broccoli there. They had some side shoots on it. I already picked the main crown on it. I think the main crown's been picked off of all of these because we had you can see how the freezer, they're freezer burnt. They're burnt by the cold. We had like a freak frost come through and hit them pretty bad. That one there still got a main little crown on it right there that'll continue to grow. I think this is a cauliflower actually, and this is a cauliflower. This little bunch right here are cauliflower, but they got hit by the cold too. This didn't play out too well over here. I did get some broccoli out of it, but I didn't do great. Now my spinach is looking great, because spinach can handle the cold. And another thing, I'm not able to cover this well. I tried to put a cover over this. You'll see when I show you some of the other beds. You try to cover this. That's the reason these boards are out here. I kind of lay boards on it, kind of keep it covered, but it just never really worked out well. Spinach is doing good. Down at the end down there's garlic. This is onions that I started from seed. Kind of stuck in there. Some of them are pretty small. They kind of get smaller as you get further down here, because these were a different type here. Some of them are what were they, Texas Grano or something like that. They're more of a yellow onion, and these down here were a red Creole. But these were all started from seed, and that's another little patch of spinach in there. I ate some of that this morning with my bacon and eggs. Pretty good stuff. And here's old Limpy. Limpy the tomcat, and there's old fat mama cat over there. This is like a red cabbage. And then there's some kohlrabies. That old kohlrabi there's looking pretty good. This is some just straight up cabbage. I can't remember the variety of it, but you notice the cold didn't really get these. Now that one right there did get bit pretty bad. And even that dinosaur kale there got kind of burnt a little bit. But this was this frost, or it was actually going to be a light frost, and it turned into more like probably had to get down to maybe 27, 28 degrees to damage your broccoli and cabbages and stuff like that. So it got a lot colder than they predicted. That's parsley. Those are chard, Swiss chard. This is turnips. Pretty good bed of turnips here I got going. This is some more onions. These were called white wax onions that I planted. I started these all from seed. And then there's another chard right there that was there was bok choy in here. And somehow that chard got in with my bok choy when I've already ate all the bok choy and pulled it, and there was some of it bolted and everything else. But this, I just left it in there. There's more broccolis there. These are a variety of broccoli here called Sun King. And they got hit by the freeze too. Like I say, that frost come through. I believe this is a cauliflower, because you can see how much different this plant looks, say, from that one. See how this one's not really damaged by the frost much, but that one is, and this one is. Here's a cover right here. See, I didn't bother to cover that night because it was predicted to be like 38, and I think we got hit like 28. I mean, it was a very wrong forecast. But little broccolis. I'll still get broccoli out of these. There's a little broccoli in there, a little broccoli there, and they're still growing. They'll get, they'll get the size of maybe a grapefruit, maybe. They won't get huge. They won't be a record breaker. There's kales and a deal plant. Stuff in the greenhouse. One romaine lettuce that I had kind of a straggler left over from some plantings. And This is just stuff I'm trying to start. Got my seed potatoes over here getting a little sunlight. Trying to do some celery in here. That's pak choi and giant Caesar. The pak choi is coming up, but the Caesar isn't. There's some more dill and some stray lettuces. That's a type of iceberg lettuce. Not great germination. I don't know. And definitely not great on this. This red salad bowl, it's just dog shit. And then that's some forest green parsley right there is dog shit. But, you know, it's been cool and everything else. Maybe it's just going slow. And a little chicory and some radocchio and broccoli rabe. Some Savoy cabbage. Just a couple of them trying to come up. Mama cat's in here now. What are you doing, Mom? There's some more cilantro. A few leeks back there that I got to find a spot for. And this is just more starts. Starts. Trying to get some of my peppers going. There's some serranos and eggplants and some tomatoes. Just trying to get a head start on those. It's early January, but we're getting there. I just want to see what seeds are going to do what. See, here's one here that's ready to come on out of there. As a matter of fact, I'll likely pick that one as soon as I get done with this video. And then there's some side shoots in here that need to come off. There's one back there that's making a pretty good crown, a little crown there. So we're getting some more broccoli. The farmer's market's not going right now. I believe these were purple broccoli. And I believe that's a cabbage. Just good. It's cilantro, and there's a stray dill plant over there that kind of fell. And more dill. Just stuff scattered. We'll get quite a bit more broccoli out of that. This was a Japanese mustard. Matsuma spinach. It's called a spinach mustard. Tender sweet spinach mustard. But the Japanese name is Matsuma, I believe. It's pretty good. It's a good green. It's not mustardy at all. It's definitely, I can see why they call it spinach mustard. Because it's very spinachy. You know, kind of mild. This is Brussels sprouts underneath this cover. This was some more of the red cabbage, I believe. It's more cauliflower over here. We're getting some too. That one there's not doing much yet. That one right there's ready to come out of there. They're not huge, but I ate one last night. It was great. That one's a beauty. There's more. You split the leaves and you get down in there. There's more down in there. I'm kind of glad they're not all making at the same time. There's a nice looking one down in there hiding. But I ate. There was a plant right there that I pulled yesterday. Yeah, they're in there. They're in there. So they're doing good. Oh, that's my water catchment stuff to catch water off of my carport. This is some of that iceberg type lettuce. It got hit by the freeze too, but it's bouncing back. But it's under the cover now because we have it's not going to be bad tonight, but it's going to get pretty bad into the low 30s, high 20s in a couple of days. So I'm just leaving covers on a lot of this stuff. These light colored thin fleece, the sun shines through them fine. You don't have to really even worry about them. This is all Brussels sprouts under here. And some of them are getting pretty tall down there. The cover will hardly cover them. That's carrots. You don't need to worry about carrots in the cold so much. Not here in Texas. And big old parsley plants. And there's that red cabbage. It got hit down there too, which it had to get cold to hit red cabbage. This is what? Arugula I threw in those pots right there. Just more broccoli that's already been picked. Now these made some pretty good heads, and it's making some pretty good side heads. I don't know if you can see those down in there, but there's little side heads all over. There's a good look. Side heads all over these side shoots. And you know, so this little row right here will give us another batch. And there's a kohlrabi in the mix down in there. That right there's all beets all the way down. Two different varieties of beet. This is romaine lettuce. All the way down. Drop that right on my freaking toe. You see how it got bit by the frost too, but it's doing okay. It's coming back. I've had a few of these, and it's good lettuce. It's not huge, but it's good. This right here was chicory, radicchio, some carrots on the end down there. Stuff to throw in the salad mix. Broccoli rabe right here. It got hit by the frost. You can see all this stuff got. I mean, that frost just come out of nowhere. I'm, you know, I had the covers. I had covers. I could have covered it all. This cabbage right here just got laid out. There's another big old cauliflower. It's just cauliflower time, man. And it's fine with me. I just ate my first batch yesterday, and that's a Asian cabbage. Chinese cabbage. This is a cauliflower. I don't see the head yet. It's a big bushy plant. I don't know. This is a garlic. Try and fertilize this garlic a little more this time. I want to get bigger, larger garlics. This is carrots. We've been eating on these. We sold some of these at the last farmer's market. It's just another planting of carrots right here. Some other stuff. There was some radishes I think I threw in there. It's more another planting of carrots. That was arugula that's taking its time. I mean, we're in the middle of January, so everything is just slow as Christmas right now, literally. Some red lettuces. These are cauliflowers. These are such small. Oh, that one. There's actually a little cauliflower already on it. This right here is all just large head cabbage. You can see. You can probably see that's a big head of cabbage right there. It's doing okay. We've been eating a lot of it, giving some away, and so there's no market right now. This was kale down here, curly kale. That's more of that Asian cabbage, which is good stuff. It's good stuff. I had a patch of leeks right in here. This was a red Russian kale. This is broccoli. A lot of it's been picked, but it's strange. See, we're getting bolting. We've bolted a lot of this broccoli. Now, I've picked some of it, but some of it I just let it go. I mean, this broccoli here is purple broccoli. And apparently it's a lot more cold tolerant because this was never covered when any of that cold stuff, that cold snap. And it's just fine. Now, it doesn't have any crowns on it or anything anywhere. But apparently it's a delayed type of broccoli that won't crown up until we kind of get probably into the early spring. But I'm going to take these broccolis out probably from about here to this cover right here. And I'm going to put a little trellis in there, and that's going to be English peas. Sweet peas, basically. Green peas, sweet peas, English peas. Probably in the next week or two. This is more cauliflowers. 3 more. My cauliflower, man, it just did well. That's another Chinese cabbage. It's bolted. Look at that. That's the thing. A couple of kales. And that's asparagus. See my compost piles back there covered with tarps. That's the thing here. We have these crazy flashes of freezing cold. I'm talking about killing cold hardy plants, or really damaging cold hardy plants. That's a Chinese cabbage there. This is I just planted some carrots right there on the end yesterday just for the hell of it because it was an empty spot, and some bunching onions, I believe, is right in here. I just kind of scattered them in there with some chicory. These are like, it's chard. That's not the white chard. That's a different type of chard there. Ford Hook. Is that what it was? Henry Ford Hook, something like that. I don't know. Cilantro. My little greenhouse here. I got some broccoli rabe. We had some broccoli rabe. And some, it was broccoli rabe, Italian sausage, and you put a little Parmesan cheese in it. You put the noodles in there. You put the Parmesan cheese in it, garlic, Parmesan cheese. Throw the noodles in there, and then a couple of ladles of pasta water, and the cheese, the Parmesan kind of melts into the pasta water, and you got the broccoli rabe in there, so it's got some greens in it, it's got some pasta in it, it's got the sausage in it. It was good stuff. It was damn good stuff. I don't remember the name of it. The Italian name of it started with the C, but it was good. It was good shit, definitely. Now, like I was saying, the temperature fluctuations are just crazy. That's why it gets annoying to get out here and cover stuff, uncover stuff, cover stuff, uncover stuff. So, like I said, we had that one day, and I knew there was a bitter cold front coming in. And, but it come in a night sooner than they predicted, basically. And it kicked my ass. It kicked a lot of stuff's ass. We would have had so much broccoli, we would have had probably a freezer full of broccoli. But a lot of this broccoli got its ass kicked. Thankfully, the cauliflower is a little tougher. So we're kind of making up for it with cauliflower so far. And, of course, the kale just grows through anything. So anyway, that's the garden. That's the bitter, cold winter garden. It got hit a little bit this season. And it was just being lazy. I should have covered it up. I should have had it covered. But whatever. Anyhow.